What if the biggest thing holding you back is something you actually believe is helping you? What if the very idea that gives you comfort is the reason you're stuck? See, most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they trust a lie, a sweet, soothing lie that sounds like truth, a lie that society repeats over and over until it becomes your reality. It whispers, "Don't worry, everything will work out, just be patient, life will reward you," and we believe it. Because it feels safe. From the moment we're kids, we're told to follow the path, go to school, get good grades, get a job, be nice, wait your turn. Do everything right and you'll be happy, you'll be successful. But what they never tell you is this: that path leads to nowhere if you don't take control. You follow the rules, and yet something always feels off. You wake up tired, you work hard but feel unfulfilled. You look around and wonder why your life feels like it's on repeat. Like you're breathing but not alive. That's the trap. The lie is not loud. It doesn't scream at you. It whispers. It makes you comfortable. It makes you passive. It convinces you that your time hasn't come yet, so you wait. And while you're waiting, time is moving, the world is moving, your chances are fading. That's what makes this lie so dangerous. It doesn't break you in one moment. It slowly convinces you to delay everything you are capable of until one day you look in the mirror and realize you've been standing still for years. You thought you were playing it safe. But in reality, you were playing small. There's a part of your brain, the comfort-seeking part, that loves this lie. Psychologists call it the safety bias. It's your brain's way of protecting you. Avoid risk. Stay in routine. Don't face discomfort. But here's the truth you were never told. Nothing grows in comfort. No strength is born in safety. No greatness is found in waiting. The human brain craves progress. It's wired to reward growth, challenge, and purpose. But when you feed it comfort, you get the opposite. You get mental decay, anxiety, numbness, regret, and the worst part, you start convincing yourself that this is normal. That being stuck is just life. That living without fire in your heart is just adulthood. That's the ultimate tragedy. The world has tricked you into believing that you're okay when deep down you know you're not. You know you're capable of more. You feel it when you're alone. In those quiet moments when the noise dies down, you hear it. That voice inside you, the real you. But you silence it, because you were taught that being uncomfortable is a problem. That pain means something's wrong. That struggle means you're broken. But here's what the world doesn't teach you. Pain is not your enemy. It's your signal. It's the alarm clock for your soul. And the longer you ignore it, the louder it gets. People wait years for things to get better. They wait for motivation to come, for the perfect time, for someone to give them permission. But let me be brutally honest, that time doesn't come. It never does. There is no perfect moment, no secret hack. No one is coming to rescue you, because the truth is, you don't need rescuing. You need to wake up. You've been lied to. You've been told that playing it safe is the smart thing to do. But safety is not smart, it's slow death. Every day you choose comfort over growth. You're trading your potential for a little bit of peace that won't last. And here's what's even deeper: the longer you stay comfortable, the harder it becomes to leave. Your brain wires itself to fear risk, to avoid challenge, to cling to routine. It's called neuroplasticity. Your mind becomes what you repeat. And if you keep repeating safety, soon that becomes your cage. But here's the good news: the same mind that traps you can also free you. If you feed your brain new beliefs, if you start moving, deciding, committing, your whole system begins to change. That's the reward waiting on the other side of this video. If you can watch this all the way through, you'll walk away with more than motivation. You'll walk away with awareness, and awareness is the start of all change. The lie almost destroyed me. It nearly convinced me that life would magically unfold without sacrifice. That I could wait my way into success, but I was wrong, and maybe so are you. But it's not too late, because now you know the comfort you're chasing is the enemy. The path you're on needs questioning. And the pain you feel is not a curse, it's a call. There comes a moment in every life when something breaks, not on the outside but deep inside. You wake up one day and nothing feels right. The routine, the people, the goals, all of it suddenly feels heavy, meaningless. You're not even sure when it started, but now it's everywhere. That quiet frustration, that numbness, that sinking feeling that you're just going through the motions. And the scariest part, no one around you sees it. They think you're fine. They see the smile, the posts, the small talk. But they don't see the storm inside your chest. The part of you that's tired of pretending. The part that's screaming for something real. That moment, that silent collapse inside your soul, that's your breaking point, but don't run from it, because this moment, the one that feels like the end, can become the beginning. See, most people think pain means something is wrong. But pain often means something has finally become clear. It means the mask is slipping, the illusion is falling apart, and for the first time, you're starting to see life for what it really is. You're not broken. You're waking up. What hurts isn't just what you've been through, what hurts is what you've settled for. What eats at your heart is the quiet knowing that you betrayed yourself, that you let time pass without fighting for who you really are. And that pain, that ache, it has a name: regret. Psychologists have found that the most intense emotional pain doesn't come from failure, it comes from knowing you never tried, that you had a fire inside you and you buried it, that you made your life smaller to please others, to stay safe, to avoid judgment. And when the lie you've lived for years finally falls apart, it leaves you with a truth that shakes you. You're not where you're meant to be. Maybe you've outgrown your environment. Maybe you've surrounded yourself with people who keep you small. Maybe your habits, your lifestyle, your beliefs, they don't fit the person you're becoming, but you stayed. Out of fear, out of guilt, out of comfort. That's what makes the breaking point so painful. It forces you to face the choices you didn't make. But here's the twist most people never realize. This breaking isn't a sign you're weak. It's a sign something stronger is trying to emerge, because right after the breakdown comes the decision to no longer live numb, the decision to feel again, to fight again, to stop settling and start becoming. But be warned, this is the hardest part, because everything you once believed begins to collapse. Your old identity starts to fall apart, and that's terrifying, but it's necessary. You can't create a new life with the same thinking that created the old one. You have to be willing to let go of everything that no longer serves you, even if it once felt safe. And yes, it will hurt. Growth always does. The person you're becoming will cost you people, habits, time, and it should. Because becoming more always requires leaving something behind, psychology calls this transition a rupture, a complete break from the identity you've worn for years. It's messy, it's uncomfortable. But it's real, and real change only begins after the rupture. Think about it. Why do so many people stay stuck even when they're in pain? Because pain is familiar, it's known, and your brain is built to prefer known pain over unknown freedom. But here's the secret most never hear. That unfamiliar space, the one you're afraid of, is where your power lives. It's where your courage is hiding. It's where your real voice gets louder. It's where your purpose begins to form. But you have to walk into it without guarantees, without approval, without knowing what comes next. That's the leap most people never take. They wait for certainty, but life doesn't offer that. Life only rewards the bold, those who are willing to face the darkness, not run from it. You may be in that dark space right now, feeling lost, feeling empty, questioning everything. Good. That means something inside you is shifting. That means you've had enough. That means the real you is done pretending. The breaking point is sacred not because it's beautiful, but because it's real. It strips away the fake smiles and surface answers. It brings you face to face with yourself. And when you stand there raw, exposed, unsure, you have two choices. You can collapse. Or you can rise, not into the person others expect you to be, but into the person you were always meant to become. That's what transformation looks like. It's not pretty, it's not polished, it's not instant. But it's powerful, and it's possible, if you choose it. Your life is waiting on the other side of this decision. Not the life that was handed to you, but the life you build, brick by brick, battle by battle. Truth by truth, and it all begins the moment you stop running from the pain and start listening to it. The truth doesn't arrive like a soft whisper, it crashes in like a storm. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for your comfort. It shows up when the lies finally wear thin and your soul can't take it anymore. This is the moment most people fear, but the ones who embrace it, they never go back to who they were. Because the truth is raw, it doesn't care about your excuses, it doesn't care what the world told you, it doesn't even care how long you've been hiding, it just wants you awake. And here it is the truth that most people spend their entire lives avoiding. You are responsible for everything you allow to continue, not your parents, not society, not your past you. That's not a punishment. That's power, because once you realize your life is yours to shape, no matter where you've come from, you become unstoppable. But this kind of freedom isn't cheap. It comes at a cost. You'll have to let go of the version of you that played it safe. The version that waited for signs, that needed approval, that lived quietly, hoping the world would one day notice. You'll have to let that version die because it's already dying anyway. Truth demands transformation. It doesn't want you to stay the same. It wants you to rise, and not with hype, not with noise, but with silent, steady action, with choices no one sees, with discipline that comes from vision, not motivation. This is where real life begins, not the life that looks good on the outside, the life that feels right on the inside, and that kind of life is built by people who are willing to face pain, face discomfort, face themselves, and still keep moving forward. No more waiting to feel ready. No more asking, what if I fail? Here's the real question. What if you don't try? What if you spend the next 10 years making excuses? What if you keep playing small, hoping someone will come and pull you out? Because no one will. That's not being negative, that's being honest. But that honesty is a gift because it removes the illusion. And when the illusion is gone, so is the fear. You're not stuck because of your circumstances. You're stuck because of the story you keep telling yourself, that you're not good enough, that it's too late, that you need more time. Those aren't truths, they're just beliefs, and beliefs can be rewritten. The human brain is not fixed, it's changeable, it's plastic. It rewires itself based on your actions. So if you want to think like a stronger version of you, act like it. If you want to feel unstoppable, move, even when you don't feel like it. If you want a new identity, build it through small, consistent victories. This isn't about motivation. Motivation fades. This is about decision. Decide who you want to be, not tomorrow, now. Decide what kind of life you're going to live, not based on comfort, but based on conviction. And yes, it will get hard. Growth always does. But pain with a purpose is better than peace with regret. You're not chasing a fantasy, you're answering a calling, the one you've ignored for too long. The one that's been buried under distractions, comfort, and other people's opinions. It's time to stop running from that voice, because everything you've ever wanted, freedom, peace, self-respect, it lives on the other side of truth. And truth will ask everything from you. It will demand you show up on the days you feel weak. It will demand that you walk alone for a while. It will demand that you stop blaming the world and start becoming who you were meant to be. But it will also give you something in return, something no lie, no shortcut, no quick fix can offer. It will give you your power back. You'll begin to move differently, think differently, speak differently. Not because you're pretending, but because for the first time you're real. You'll attract people who speak your language. You'll repel what once distracted you. You'll stop chasing and start building. Not from ego, but from purpose, because you've seen what it's like to live asleep. You've tasted the bitterness of wasted time. You've felt the emptiness of pretending, and you made a choice to rise. To reclaim your time, your energy, your future, that's the truth. It's not gentle, but it's the only thing strong enough to rebuild you, so stand in it, even if it breaks you, because the breaking isn't the end, it's the start of becoming someone you've never been, but always were. And when you look back months from now, years from now, you won't recognize who you used to be. You'll only remember the moment you got tired of the lie, and finally decided to live the truth.